Hello everybody, welcome back to Mike Jones Draws. We've been gone for about a week or 2 weeks since we broadcast last, and I just want to say welcome to everybody. And we were here back again as we promised. Another beautiful Sunday of drawing the Scarlet Mutton, and let me start this off by saying hello to everybody. I hope you're having a beautiful Sunday.
Hello YouTube.
Jacob Bones over here as usual.
Hello Facebook, hello Twitch.
Yeah, the guiding hand behind our program over here, who masterminds the engineering. We thank God we've got him.
I do what I can.
Welcome back. I had a great vacation. For those of you who know me, I went on vacation last week, and I had an absolutely tremendous, wonderful time. I had a beautiful visit with my grandchildren and my son and his family, and met a lot of people I didn't know previously on my daughter-in-law's side of the family, and they're just wonderful people, and we had a great time. And seeing the kids was just marvelous. I'll have to say, though, flying on airplanes, it never really thrilled me. And it's the first leg of the journey wasn't all that great, but when I came back, it wasn't quite as bad. It was better. I just don't like to fly. I get antsy. Hit that turbulence, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? The plane's falling apart.
Boring.
And it's boring. You got to sit there. You can't do anything. I brought a lot of snacks with me to munch on, though I was smart enough, so I didn't have to get caught buying airplane food or airport priced food in those little places they got there while you're waiting, because you can't go out of it. You can't leave the terminal once you're in. And then you have to go through security again, and that's kind of a pain.
Very much a pain.
Take your shoes off and walk through the thing. Yeah. X-ray. Boy, it's like, wow, it's Man from Uncle stuff, man. It's. But I guess it's for everybody's safety, and it wasn't all that bad. I'd rather have that than some guy carrying a bomb on board. So anyway, we had a super time. We posted a lot of pictures on Facebook. My daughter-in-law posted most all the pictures that we took, and maybe not all of them. There's some are missing that I have to ask him about. I haven't seen yet, but anyway, just a wonderful week, and we're back to reality again, back to the daily grind again, and that's a little depressing, but overall, I think that it was worth it. Everything was worth it, and I'm happy to be back. And we're going to start by working on page 10, the Scarlet Mutton, which I see I've already got mostly penciled and partially inked. If I missed anybody, hello to everybody at Facebook, hello to everybody on Twitch, and hello to everybody on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. If you are so inclined, we appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget to hit that share button. We want to share Mike Jones Draws with the world, don't we, Jake?
That's right.
And,
well said.
It's just a little drawing show, but we think it's fun, and we have a good time. And we hope you will, too. So, we're on page 10, the last page of the expository, where the Scarlet Mutton reveals to us about the Scarlet Mutton. And then we get... I was just telling Jake earlier, I was looking forward to getting into some action scenes, because they're more fun, and there is some action in this story. But right now it's mostly drama and talk, which really, in fact, there's not enough of it. There needs more exposition on this story, but I have hit the bullet points of his origin, and there are a few questions. That the audience may ask about the story, still unanswered questions I would ask. And all of that will be revealed, all the ins and outs of that, things that aren't even spoken of actually in this particular prologue, will be in the origin story, will encompass all of this, plus a whole lot more. And after you read that, you'll know everything there is to know about the Scarlet Mutton. Right now, I'm using this prologue as a sort of a way to just jump into the story and just give the audience enough to give them an idea of who he is and what he's doing. A lot of the plot points and very, very intricate plot twists and things of that nature that I didn't reveal will be in the actual origin, which is tentatively titled Much Ado About Mutton. Hope everybody had a great week, like I did. Maybe not as great as mine. Mine was pretty great, but
not to brag.
They're not all that great, you know. I mean, what's that?
Not to brag, but
Not-
my week was awesome.
Was it?
No, I'm just that's.
Yeah, not to brag, but I am bragging.
Yeah.
I am bragging, and I
Mine was pretty mediocre, pretty much the same as usual.
at least it was quiet, though, right?
Sure.
Be thankful for small things sometimes. Shout out to my son. Shout out to Joanna. Shout out to Olivia. Shout out to my grandchildren. I hope that they're watching. Cash, Jackson, Lily. I hope you're all watching. I told you I'm on every Sunday. And you can watch me on the computer if you want to. And this particular episode is dedicated to you guys. I love you, and you will see me again soon.
How about that?
Now you have a good weekend, and don't forget, Grandpa Jones is just a phone call away. And you can call me anytime you want, or text me, or write me, whatever. Okay? I'm going to be writing you guys a letter soon, so you can expect that. Don't forget about your good old grandpa.
Come visit every Sunday.
Come visit me every Sunday. Say hello. And we'll see what you're doing, how you been. And you can see what I've been drawing. Okay? And remember, I did promise you guys that I would draw pictures of you as superheroes. Remember that? If you're watching, remember that? I'm going to do that. Okay? So you can expect that too soon. It was just a wonderful meeting you. And I'm just couldn't be happier about it. So you guys be good. Go to school. Do what you're supposed to do. And I'll see you soon.
Listen to your parents.
Huh?
And listen to your parents.
That's right. Listen to your parents and your grandparents. Do what's right. I love you. All right. Back to the show.
So today's music,
Yeah, what is today's music? It's from the movie It.
the movie called It.
It.
Not the scary clown It, but
Right.
the swagger with the opposite sex It.
Yeah.
From,
It.
from the 5 minutes of the film that I've seen so far. 1927.
Yes. Yes, it was made in 1927. It was a film that launched the super popularity of Clara Bow, who was very much in her screen characters were very much in vogue in the 1920s. She basically evoked the 1920s flapper girl image, and they called it It. If you had it, then you had it. You were, it was a hip term in the 1920s, and she personified that on the screen. And she was a very gifted comedian. And if you get a chance to watch It, it's actually a pretty good little love story. It's comedic, and I think you'll be charmed by it. The music is actually pretty upbeat. in most cases. Now what I'm working on here is I'm drawing a few symbols that I want to put on my little newspapers. And yeah, how do we draw that? Oh yeah, watchdog.
No, I was thinking we could just do a paw for the O in watchdog, or you could do a full-on logo.
I'm doing a sheepdog.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. Sheepdog it is.
Sheepdog's sort of like that one of those old Warner Brothers cartoons.
Yeah, I like it. I love it.
Hair all down over his eyes.
Yep. Watchdog with hair over his eyes. I love it.
So we've got these 3 newspapers in the strip that show headlines, and we're trying to make them into something a little bit interesting. You got that bulldog logo ready? Jake?
Yeah, I got it typed up with the font that we picked, yeah.
Okay.
There's a little flavor for the newspapers that we
Yeah.
show in some of the panels.
I agree. These are just little symbols jacked into the paper. These are just sketches, so it doesn't really matter if they're perfect. I'll tighten them up when I re-ink them. How much should the paper cost?
I don't know, man. What's their economy based on?
I'm thinking about what time period to set this.
Mm-hmm.
If I set it in modern times, I got to use all the modern stuff. So they're gonna have to use cell phones. They're gonna do all that stuff. They're gonna have, a lot of technology. So I guess it should be set in the now. But in the now, it should be set in the '80s or something, where
Yeah.
I think, and their tech should be a little ahead of what tech really is.
Right.
So it's almost a nostalgic piece in a sense, like an old style story. Because today, a person like Scarlet Muddin or Batman or whatever would be found out quick.
Right.
Found out quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
The FBI profile would be thick.
Oh, they'd get him, man.
Yeah.
So it needs to be set in the past. It needs to be sort of a nostalgic piece.
Yeah.
It needs that way I can have a lot of leeway with the cars, too. Stuff like that,
Yeah.
It should have sort of a 40s feel to it. It should have sort of a cartoon film noirish feel to it. Do you know what I mean by that, right? Shadows and strange angles and to add drama and suspense to it.
Uh-huh.
Like the old black and white film noirs. Detective stories, yeah. I wanted to kind of harken back to The Shadow and to the old pulp heroes,
Right.
which would actually bring it back into the 30s.
Well.
But I don't want to necessarily go that far back where they're using these kinds of phones and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're already driving a car.
But you have to realize they live in their own reality, so I can make it any way I want.
Yeah.
They're sheep people. Who knows how their history developed?
The technology level, though, I like the mid '80s, mid to late '80s.
Okay, well you have to help me with that. Because they had flip phones then. They didn't have that yet, even
Well,
did
I
they?
mean, there was no smartphones, but I mean,
No, there wasn't.
you know.
So let's just say
first cell phone was a
the
giant
paper's a
brick.
buck. The paper's a buck.
First cell phone was a giant brick in a briefcase.
Well, what I'm doing here is creating what is known as indicia, which is all the little extra crap you see on a newspaper or on in a book that people don't really care about, but it just happens to be on there. Like that.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe we could pick the word.
The Daily
Take the
Watchdog.
word. There you go. That would sit that way. You would center the words together and put him off to the left, to the right. I wanted like a little barbed wire fence drawn there between them to show that, you know, we're all really kind of fenced in.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
All right, the daily watchdog, like that.
Yeah.
I guess that fence would have to go all the way over here.
It doesn't have to.
Now, as far as borders and stuff, I guess I could put these lines in here. This is the page I'm concerning myself with here. This is page 9, which we were working on last week, and we stopped when we got to the paper and the gravestone, which is coming in here. These lines here, the pencil lines. Do you want you need those?
No.
I think there should be a line separating the headline from on top and bottom of the headline.
Make lines.
One line on top and bottom of the headline. The others, well, there is going to be lines for this. These are like columns of text here, and the picture. The subheading is going to take up this space in here, up to this, where there's a space between. The space would be like right there. That's you got from like here to here to put 3 lines of text. I'm thinking.
I can put text anywhere, man.
You'll see it.
I don't need lines or anything. You just tell me what text to put
Okay.
where.
You got it.
If you need pictures, then.
Yeah, I got to draw the picture of Blocker.
Elliot Atkins, what's
That's
up,
gonna
man?
be easy. Who's that? Elliot? Elliot Atkins? What's up, man? How's life in the suck, man?
In the suck.
Yeah, that's what we used to call it. That's just a very
Sure.
negative, kind of a negative term, but everything going all right, man? We're just here doing our daily drawing show. Say hey to all your buds in there. From Mike Jones. We'll be doing a little inking today and a little bit of everything today. Just got back from my vacation and I had a wonderful time, and we're back to work now. I missed last week because I had to go out of town, but we're trying to get this thing done somewhat. So, working on it.
Mike.
Wow, the 7th, huh? For 4 months. Wow, it's gonna be rigorous training for 4 months. Where you won't be able, you still be able to communicate, or
Not your average training either. I'm
no,
sure.
I know. He's in for it. Well, good luck. I hope it all goes well. I'm sure it will. You know what you're doing. Hoorah, brother. Four months. That seems like quite a while. That's as long as boot camp or more. Boot camp phase 2, phase 3.
You know, just those words, weapons.
You're gonna
systems.
shoot weapons.
That's dope.
That'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun. I remember whenever we had live fire exercises, we kind of dug that. We would shoot at night sometimes and get to use tracers. Every third bullet you shot, you could see fly through the sky. And it's cool stuff. It's really cool stuff, man.
And you find out who can follow instructions.
Yes, it's true.
And who can't.
That's true. Some people get a little overzealous with their weapons.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we shot a tree down with our M16s in the Philippines. One time, shot a tree down that was right in front of us. It was about maybe, I don't know, this big around. Killed it. We had a target. I mean, it was just it was just an exercise. We weren't supposed to be really shooting at anything.
Like the minigun in Predator?
Sort of. It was fun. It's always fun to be able to shoot that weapon. I loved going to the rifle range. That was probably one of my favorite things about being in the Marine Corps. Although we didn't always get to shoot them as often as we liked. So I hope they give you a chance to use your weapons. And you know, I only threw maybe 1 or 2 grenades the whole time I was in. Yeah, they didn't do that very often. They did go to the gas chamber about 6 times. That was a drag.
Wow.
Yeah. He knows what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. The gas chamber. Yeah. I'm sure they still do that. I know they still do that. So that's always fun.
So how's everything going with you?
Awesome, man. I had a great vacation. I just came back from California and Arizona. Saw my grandchildren. Had a wonderful time. And I got back Tuesday. I was gone for a week. And it was just a wonderful break and wonderful to see my grandchildren. And it was wonderful. We had a good time. And now we're back, and I'm back to work, doing my normal thing. Trying to get this comic book done. It's taking a lot longer than I figured, but most of my projects do. But all's well. I have no complaints. I hope your mom and your brother are doing well. I haven't talked to them recently. I probably will soon. Sierra always keeps me up to date on them. Really enjoyed visiting your brother at his house. He has a nice house. And Dashira is wonderful. And it was... and of course your mom. I always love seeing your mother. She's a wonderful person. So... I'm really glad you stopped in to say hello, man. I appreciate you. I love you guys.
Hey, Elliot, check this out. Boom.
Right now I'm drawing some pretty boring stuff, man, but it gets more exciting when I get to the action scenes. You'll see. This comic is basically like it's not something you should take too seriously. It's kind of almost a funny animal comic in the style that I've drawn it. But it lends itself to a really... I think it's going to be fun once people start reading it and start getting into the characters and understanding what's going on. Right now we're just scratching the surface with it and I'm trying to get a good familiar feel to the characters, drawing them and telling the story that I have created. I'll be drawing some more serious style comic art, more superhero classic stuff in the future because I love doing that. And I'm going to draw some more monsters and girls and sci-fi looking stuff. I'm into that stuff. But I can only do one thing at a time and give it my all. So right now the comic strip takes all precedence over everything. I hope you're having a good Sunday. You sitting around the barracks, or where are you? I messed that up. Okay. That's all right.
Card stump man.
Here he is. How's it going, Card Step Man?
We be drawing.
We working.
Here, check this out. Check this out. I'll do this one. And that's blue. Put a little color to it. My nephew did that. Again, this is just experimental. Far from final, but nice to see it with some color on it.
Yep. There's a lot to be done still. But it's coming together. This is page 10 I'm working on here. Trying to get towards some action scenes. Do all this expository dialogue scenes is kind of boring, but it's necessary.
Building the character. Quickly.
How you doing? I hope you've had a good week. It's nice of you to come by as always, man. I appreciate you taking the time to stop over. I know you've been painting. I've been seeing a lot of your work on Facebook, man. You keep it up, man. You do some beautiful stuff, man. That Bob Dylan you did was awesome.
Bob Dylan.
Anyway, I hope you're having a good day. I'm kind of immersed in this right now. I plan on getting twice as much done as the last time we broadcast because we missed last week. And I just don't want to get behind.
He's trying to talk me into broadcasting tomorrow.
Who is?
You are.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to hoard the Jacob Boone's time and get him over here tomorrow since we have the day off and do another broadcast and get that much closer. I just want to get closer to completion. Got another idea for next week or the week after. We're going to be taking a break from the Scarlet Mutton for one broadcast, and we'll be doing something for the store. Probably inking and coloring one of my mana symbols.
Symbols of power.
That I did a long time ago.
Power symbols. They're totally not mana
I
symbols.
did them with a Zentangle type of a feel to them. And they are screaming for ink and color.
Maybe some watercolor would be nice. Would look great on them, but
that's true. That's true, but I don't feel very. I don't feel very, very confident with my watercolor skills lately. I have to do a little bit of that.
Maybe some airbrush.
Airbrush is also something I haven't done in a while, and now I've got the thing, but I don't know exactly what I want to use it for, what I want to do with it.
We've got the thing.
Got the airbrush, got the compressor, got the paint. I just need a plan now. I need something that I can use it for. To plan something out. Our music selection today is from the movie It, starring Clara Bow from 1926. It's an upscale romantic comedy of its era. It was a very popular film when it first was released, and it's got kind of an upbeat score. I do hear some sad music in here occasionally. You hear that kind of sad music they play when they're having a majorly dramatic scene. But most of the time it seems like pretty upbeat music.
Better than nothing.
I love it. I actually like it. I'm not saying I don't like it. It's way better than nothing. What do you think about it, Scotty? Do you think the music? What do you think about the music? If you're still out there.
What's your opinion, chat? What does chat think about the music? We need to start a poll. Cello might be my favorite stringed instrument.
Who?
He says nothing weeps like a cello. Very profound.
True. True.
It's got that deep, that richness to it, but also that delicate, string sound, whatever.
It's got a dramatic quality to it too. But yeah, it is good for weeping scenes, yeah.
It's hard to find free music. It's either this or dubstep.
Yeah. It is. It is, and you know, like you get shot down if you put something on that's copyrighted.
Yeah.
Then they mute you, and you know, and that's I don't like that either. But without any music at all, it's pretty boring. error here somehow. Okay. That drive for a minute. I really appreciate Shannon working on that. I know he's got his own projects going on. With the...
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of his stuff. It's very imaginative, the stuff that he makes. I've never seen anything quite like it.
Right. Which is why I think he'll do good with it.
He'll be good.
It's very unique,
He is. I mean, what he's created seems very unique. I still haven't been able to figure out the plot of his story because it's very convoluted, but...
Well, it's not presented, it's not packaged up like a story yet. But that's what he's working on.
I wish him luck with that. I think that's wonderful. Uh-oh. Messed up. That's some white out. I'm like... Get it off. Okay. almost there with this page. We're getting there.
Cardstock, man. Nice and clean. That page looks great.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I know you don't give those comments away that easily. I appreciate that, man. Coming from you, it's important. I'm trying to make them interesting, but I'm working with different layouts and thank you very much. Got some really good action scenes dreamed up and laid out that'll be fun to do when I get to them.
got this baby going.
Hey, Sierra.
Hey, Dad.
My daughter.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jake with the commentary.
my daughter. 14 minutes to go, Sierra.
Until what?
Well, it's 4:06.
14 minutes to what?
You guys need me to do the math?
Ah,
I'm done.
but of course.
But of course.
But of course, mon ami.
And more.
The junkyard. And there's a fence there. Alright, we're going to let this page dry and come back and give it one more cleanup. And I think it should be ready for photographing. Oh, I did forget one thing. I gotta let it dry for a minute. I gotta add some little brick lines in this wall here. And perhaps... let's see. I gotta erase some more pencil lines. Otherwise it's pretty well done. Got a lot of dialogue in it. And here are the captions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 captions and 4 balloons. And that's it for that page pretty much. Now let's start working on this one. Finishing this one up with all the balloons. But before we get into that, I'm going to take a couple minutes and I'll be back. And we shall resume, and hopefully we can finish this page 8 and 10, and I've got page 9 and touch-ups on page 6, and of course page 11 has to be completely inked over because I redrew the picture. I made a new splash for that, which I'm going to have to ink and change up still a little bit and clean up the buildings and all that stuff. And I think what I'm going to do with this, I'm not going to draw the Scarlet Mutton logo. I'm going to redraw the Scarlet Mutton logo really nice, and then we're going to have a nice clean master copy of it to put on every comic. Okay, we can change the color scheme of it once in a while, or we can, but I want to establish a logo for the character. So that I will not draw this again. I'm gonna draw it, but I'm gonna put it on mechanically at the end. Okay. And there we have our little Scarlet Mutton stickers, our little icons that Jake made last time, and kind of digging on those. I would like to fix the hat on the Scarlet Mutton though. I would like to widen it a little bit. And there's a kind of an early drawing of him. Also, it seems as though as I draw him, he slicks out a little bit more every time. And the hat is difficult. The hat is, I want it to look, that's why I kind of wanted it to be like a 1940-ish looking thing. And they wear like those kind of clothes and stuff, the suits, the wolves are all in suits and, like old bootleg gangsters, That was kind of what the look I was looking for, but yeah, mixed with some modern technology. So it's kind of like Batman the Animated Series was like that.
Do that. You can be 40s with cell phones.
I can be film noirish and still give them the technology, right?
There's no rule against that.
Yeah. This shoulder here is too narrow. Now, whenever you come back to these things, you always find something to fix. Something you didn't like the first time when you really get a chance to step away from it and then go back to it. Now what Shandon did with the coloring of this thing, I really dig it. I really like that. Yeah, I wish we could do that on the cover. I wish we had a cover that could flash. Wouldn't that be neat?
Yeah.
That'd be neat. A flashing cover. That in itself would be kind of new. Anyway, this drawing. We cleaned up the buildings. All kinds of stuff needs to be done here, and this is where the redo this nice. I do like that idea of the light shining from the thing that kind of lights him up a little bit right around there, you know?
Yeah.
Like he comes out of the darkness. He'll come out of the alley or something, and some dudes are there. He surprises them, and with that light, he turns it on, and you could see, you know, that light, you know, shining up his face to give that film noirish kind of scary face.
Yep.
You know, monster photography.
Right.
You know, it would look. I think that would make for some cool pictures.
Whoa.
Who's that? Uh-oh.
End of the movie there.
Don't need that. That's the Robert Osborne introduction, yeah? So that's what we'll be doing that too later, fixing the car up a little bit. So that now we got to finish up these dialogue scenes. And I got another page. Next page I got to do redo this real well for the gravestone and the newspaper, which we're working on. But I'm gonna get this one done because it's closer to completion. First of all, like I said, I'm gonna take a quick 5.
Rebecca.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Mijo.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Mellow.
Mijo.
What's mijo?
Mijo, Spanish. That's what I'm thinking she's going for.
What are you trying to say? You trying to say I'm going too fast? I'm enjoying myself today. These pages got to be finished so you can read my story, such as it is. I'm going to take 5. I'll be right back. Got to reheat my coffee and, well, you understand.
Bad timing, Rebecca, but it's alright.
No, I'll be right back. Just tell her I'll be right back.
Little brief BRB.
Stick with us.
She says, "You're funny. You don't look as bad as you said."
Oh, no, I don't. No, I got plenty of rest today. Yesterday, I mean. Slept all day.
Yeah, apparently he was down for the count yesterday. I don't know. I tried to call him. He didn't even answer. Well, so our shower door company. Wait, I don't know. It's not gonna post it to Facebook. Hang on a sec. So that website right there, designhill.com, that's our shower door company. We use that, and we got like 100 different logo submissions, and you get to pick one. It's like they make a contest for artists, and if you pick the artist logo, they get a portion of what you paid. So I think he spent like $200, and like I say, you get a ton of logos to pick from. I mean, that's if you're undecided. If you know exactly what you want, it wouldn't be too hard. I mean, I can use, Photoshop. So if you're undecided, if you're looking for ideas, that link right there will help. But if you know exactly what you want it, then that, I could probably do that. I know how to edit the pixels. Well, that is super simple, and it's just a matter of deciding which font that you want to use. Which, finding free fonts on the web is super simple. Oops, wrong one.
Playing a slideshow?
I'm talking to Rebecca.
Did you show her the coloring thing? No, you didn't want to show that. All right, I'm back.
Looks like CSI right there.
Mm-hmm. What's that? This would be a good time for you to discuss possibly with Becky if she's still there. Are you still there, sweetie?
That's what we're talking about.
Talking about the that little brochure she wanted to have done. Which I told her you could
Here
do
you go,
no
Mike.
problem.
Mike.
Oh, that's sweet. Kiss the dogs for me. They're sweet dogs.
Now you see that brochure, that's something else that Design Hill offers.
Yeah?
I mean, I can do the work. I haven't really designed many brochures though.
No, you haven't. But, I mean, I don't think it'd be difficult for you. It's no different than creating a website or whatever. You just take certain images she picks and certain fonts and
Yeah.
do a
I can-
magazine style
Yeah,
layout.
I can lay it out. I got you. I got you. I mean, it does sound simple. Laying out the page is really not difficult. I'm saying if you could tell me exactly what to put on it, it really wouldn't be that big of a problem.
Yeah, you need to know exactly what you want, word for word.
But when it comes to things, preferences like what fonts to use and exactly where you want things laid out, you know what I mean? That's design choices. Well, that's comforting. I'll I'll definitely, do what I can. We talk more about it. Like I say, what you're asking is really not terribly complicated. It's just a lot of design choices. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Get my my Speedy Gonzalez special. Yeah, I know that feeling.
doing it. I gotta let this thing dry.
Rebecca says it looks good.
What's that?
So Rebecca says it looks good.
It's all right. It's not perfect, not the way I want it, but I'm having a little fidgety. I've been drinking a lot of coffee, so doing these circles is. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it should be close. A lot of people are going to see this, and it has to meet certain standards. But thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like it. Little stuff like that annoys me. The little mistakes annoy me. Ah. Gotta let it dry again.
See her take off?
Yeah, I think she's still in the living room somewhere. Just saw her when I went out for a break.
She's at the pool, Mike.
She's at the pool.
Holy cow.
Well, that's cool.
It's a pool day?
Well, it's Memorial Day.
I want to be at the pool. Tomorrow's Memorial Day.
Oh, that's right, tomorrow. Memorial Day weekend, though, so it's any time would be good for the pool.
Boy, there's some shit going on down there.
Where?
What's going on, man?
At the pool.
Yeah?
Oh, wait, are you broadcasting?
It looks pretty
Yes, we
quiet.
are.
Okay.
There ain't nobody over there, Corey.
Shit.
Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Well, hey, Mandy.
Hey, Bo. How you doing?
Happy Sunday. Happy almost Memorial Day.
Yep. Just working on the mudding. Page 8. Jumping back and forth here. Between pages. Glad to see you. Happy Memorial Day. I had a great trip if you're curious. Give me a call. We'll talk about it.
She says, I can't wait to hear all about it.
Well, you will. I'll tell you. It was a great trip. Absolutely fantastic. I had a very tremendous time. And it was basically, it's kind of a historic moment in my life. And everything went off without a hitch. So I was very, very happy. Everybody was. It was a good trip for everybody. A good visit. And I'm a little wistful about coming back and getting into the grind again, but no vacation lasts forever, right? And I got a lot of work to do on this thing. It's coming together slowly. Alright, we'll let that settle for a few and then I'll go back to that again. That's page 8. Actually, it's pretty much ready for dialogue. You can go ahead and just take a picture of it and use it. Now, I probably will add a tiny little bit more detail over here in this area of the room back here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not really that important. I could just be, actually it could just be black because there's not a lot of black on this page. So I think what I'm just going to do is put a little black. Instead of that detail, I don't need that. Yeah, it works fine. For the rest of it, background could be color. You know, oh, they did have something on that one page before that's in the background. I need to put back in there again. Was it a picture? Or I think it was, let's have a look. It's right here. Let's have a look and see what was on there. It was a plant. Okay. Plant on a table.
Gotta have that continuity.
Yeah, exactly. They're still standing in the same position. The same thing should be in the background. That means the door should be here in the picture.
Not right in front of the table. Okay.
There's a picture over here. Okay, now it's ready for photographing.
All right.
For the dummy anyway, because I'm going to go back over each one of these pages when we get ready, when we get our new camera, which didn't show up, by the way, and should have. But that wasn't our fault. They sent it to the wrong place. Anyway, we're going to get the camera. We already lodged our complaint. They'll take care of it, and we'll get the camera. Since we paid for it, we'll get it. But in the meantime, we're just making some dummy pages like these to kind of get an idea what the comic book will look like at the proper size with all the dialogue inserted. All right, so this one's ready. Page 8 is ready. Page 9 is ready. Page 10, 8 and 10 are ready.
Very good, very good.
I'll let you have them. And yeah, they're good enough to put the dummy dialogue in because there's a couple tiny little things I would like to add to this, but I'll do that when we do the finals. Okay? So now we got to get to this page, which was the one that was giving me a little trouble because I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted this newspaper exactly to say.
Just need to do the newspaper.
I've got these little indicials that I made. I'm gonna clean up and ink, and they will be like in the corners of these newspapers and stuff like a real newspaper has. A couple things, you know. We got one newspaper, we call them the Daily Watchdog. I think that's pretty good. That was the Jacob Boone's idea. I like that. It goes with the sheeple thing. Got a little picture of a sheepdog there watching over the flock. The fourth estate watching over us. Have a little picture of Mr. Flocker right here. That simple. That was to drum up. Clean it up a little bit when I put it in there. And you got this space here for his name. In this panel, we've got his gravestone. Because he waits until they've declared him legally dead before he decides to truly act as the Scarlet Mutton. Before the Scarlet Mutton can emerge, the public at large has to believe that he's deceased. And after an exhaustive search by authorities, his body's never recovered from the boat accident, and they assume that he's been consumed by sharks or whatever in the water. But does everybody believe he's dead? Perhaps not. Perhaps there's somebody that saw him. All this extra stuff, these questions that might be asked in this prologue recap version of the origin will be explained much better in the final version of the origin, which will be coming in a very soon in a future issue. I'm not sure exactly which issue, but it will be one of the early issues which will delve into all that and answer all these questions. I'm going to have the light table to do this, because I already drawn the grave marker with the tree, but I need to put it on here and I make sure it looks somewhat similar to the original one that I drew. So let's have a look at that piece. It's right here. Let's see what it's going to look like, more or less. And I got the really rough idea of what lettering's going in there. I changed this particular caption is now this caption up top, and the bottom is still basically in the same place. So it was more time passed until finally, that's the one I need here. Okay, I'm gonna put that in real quick. Even more time passed. And finally, yeah. Yeah, about there. Okay. I don't believe I'll be able to do that until after it gets dark enough in here to use the light table without ruining our light source. So I'll move on to something else for the nonce.
You want to try and set up a newspaper page?
We need to do that. We've got 3 of them. We've got, well, actually 4 that we need to do.
Yeah.
And this one is the whatever did we decide on which
I got some fonts friends for the titles, but
They didn't decide necessarily which of them to use
right.
on which version of the paper I do. But we have that. Some of this stuff has to be done before you can finish that anyway, right? Some of this indicia stuff has to be drawn, and you have to photograph it and put it in along with the font.
Yeah.
Now you can take this picture right here, for instance, of the star, stick it in there and put the word extra right over it, right? Just lay extra right over that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, Mike.
Awesome, man. That's awesome. That'll look great. That'll look really good. I got this one ready. See what it looks like with the light table on right now with the might be able to get it done. Yeah, I think I can. Working on page 9, if you're just tuning in. My name's Mike Jones, and Jacob Boone Reed's here with me, and we're trying to knock out a comic book here. And it's coming a little slowly, but it's coming.
Well, we only get the 1 day a week.
That's it. That's what I want everybody to understand. We'd have this thing knocked out if we could work on it all the time, every day. Because, and I do have an idea of where it's going, and I've got a lot of drawings started and worked out for it, and a lot of script written for it. So it's like it's just a matter of getting it on paper and going through all the processes. do you think of that, Jake?
Make it work.
See what it is? You can tell what it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I just need to put his name on there. Gotta be careful about this one.
You have to read this one, Mike.
Hold on, it'll be right there. The captain is dead.
I'm not sure where he's going with that one, but
What are you saying, man? I don't get it. Love, exciting, and new. The captain is dead. Did he die?
all aboard. All
Oh,
aboard.
all aboard for the. Okay.
The excitement cruise. Steuben.
He died?
Steuben is dead. Who is Steuben, Mike?
Who was Stubing?
Steuben. S-T-U-B-I-N.
That would be the character that. Gavin McLeod played on The Love Boat.
Gavin has passed.
And he cashed in the chips. I'm sorry to hear that.
Cashed
He
in chips.
had quite a long career. In fact, I remember I've been seeing him a lot when I watch my old shows. I've been seeing him in a lot of smaller roles back before he was on, even before he got McHale's Navy, which he was one of the original crew members of McHale's Navy. He was also guest star in a lot of shows in small roles before he got his signature role. Kind of screwed that up. Let's see. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that he passed away, but I guess we all got to go sometime. Sad.
The Love Boat, though. That
was a classic show.
be a good one on your resume.
Oh, yeah. I think pretty much a lot of those people are just gone. I mean, a lot of the people from the TV in that day. I hadn't heard that he passed away, though. They're dropping like flies. He had to be in his 80s. I remember him on Andy Griffith. I remember him had a pivotal role, a featured role in a movie called The Party with Peter Sellers in 1968. He did Get Smart. I know he was on that, and he was on. I think he did a Combat. Let's see, what else did I see him on? Oh, I saw him on a Western that we have. But he's 90 years old? Okay. Well, that's a long life, man, you know. I'll be lucky if we get that far, huh? I'm sure they'll be showing the Love Boat on TV forever. It was a very popular show. It was fluff TV to the nth degree, but it was cool because you got to see a lot of old has-been actors come out of the woodwork to do the Love Boat, you know. And Fantasy Island was the same thing. It's just a Love Boat on land. But it was a very successful show. It ran for, I think, 9 seasons. Pretty sure. With Bernie Capel, another guy that's getting up there. Hell, we're getting up there. We're next.
Oh, Lord.
Not for some time yet, I hope, but sometimes God has other plans. Or whatever you believe in. Time itself has other plans and whatever. Okay, so what I need is a couple more little lines on here. Okay, so essentially there's 2 lines on this space right here, okay? 2 lines.
Okay.
And 1 line to about there. For the headline, the headline should be a little bit bigger than the indicia at the top.
Okay.
Okay? So I don't know if you need a guideline for that?
No.
Okay. I'm going to put guidelines for this part. These are basically just the columns. Haven't been on Facebook for the last several days, actually. Too much. Keeping up with what's new and Again. Yeah, I'm screwing it up more and more. The more I touch it.
Poor Trent. He got bent.
Huh? Trent got bent. Yeah.
Yeah. Mike. Oh shit.
It won't dry. It's not drying. Man, this makes me so angry. I just want to rip.
Yeah, you gotta give it more than 20 seconds.
Huh?
You gotta give it more than 20 seconds.
Yeah, I know. Oh well.
Oh. Yeah, we'll fix it in post-production.
Yep. Time for a paste up. I screwed it up. You're right. Absolutely. Oh well. Alright, we'll get there. Alright, let's just take a picture of it the way it is. Okay? I'm gonna add a little black here. Take a picture of it the way it is and we'll fix it. Still gotta add all the words and stuff on the newspaper too, so. Get a little too carried away, moving too fast. Just did it again. Okay. You go with that for now. Okay, this one's ready, such as it is. Okay, so that's 1, 2. This one's next. Take that one over there. This one's ready, except for the words. Okay, here you go. Jake.
Okay. Yay, I got a bot to squash. Always fun. Get one of those every week. Mike, the less of those guidelines, the better for me.
I'm just putting a box here for you, man.
Okay.
That's it. You want to just erase everything?
Yeah, just, the blank canvas would be best for me.
All right.
Those little elements you're adding in.
I'm adding the
should
picture.
Be added in. Yeah, I know. It's supposed to be done on the computer first.
What, the picture?
Yeah, everything. But I'll make it work. It's making it 10 times harder for me, but that's okay.
What, putting the stuff around? Well, I can erase everything, man.
Just leave it, man. Don't erase anything.
You want me to take all the words out? Just erase the pencil lines off it?
Right.
All right. Of course, we haven't decided exactly what they're going to say. I have to know exactly what they're going to say before I erase it. So, let's see. Okay, the first one she'll say. Locker air. Missing after boat explosion. I guess that will work for that. One. Could you hand me these from over there? I need to have page 6.
Where are they? No, right here. Here's the whole bunch.
Thank you, sir. All right, page 6. Here it is. It's page 6. Okay. Okay. Here's the dialogue for page 6, which you've insert. And as far as the timed explosive. So far, no suspects have been arrested, and despite a thorough search, Flocker's body has not yet been recovered. It is now believed he may have been consumed in the shark-infested waters. Now, you've got to stretch this. You've got to stretch all this dialogue right here, these 3 lines, from here down into these 3 boxes. Over here, it's going to say evidence mounts up clearly pointing to sabotage and attempted murder, yet the search for Flocker proves fraud. Yet no suspects have been arrested. That's what I'm supposed to write. Oh. passes. Count 3. Time passes and intense investigation pursues. Headlines, okay. As the weeks roll on, the investigation continues and evidence mounts up clearly, pointing to sabotage and attempted murder, yet the search for Flocker's body proves futile. Okay, authorities have concluded the tragedy was caused by a timed explosive. So far, no suspects have been arrested, despite blah blah blah. It's now believed. Okay. All right. And I did not write down the headlines, so look here, I'm missing. Hooker missing with intense investigation. That's number 1. Number 2, search for bursting air continues. Hope. Amidst dwindling hopes. All right, there's your 3 for this page. For the other page, what did it do with it? Here's the other page. I gave it to you. Take a quick look at that. Okay, this one has this one says yes, okay, there it is. Sole heir to Flocker fortune. Declared dead. Body never recovered. Death comes just weeks after the accidental death of his father. After a thorough search, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we can fill that in. We'll fill that in, okay? So this is ready. All right. Such as it is. So is this one, except I'm going to have to erase. I'll just erase these words. This wouldn't have had anything on it to begin with if I had known we were going to go that route when I drew it. You know what I mean?
I thought we discussed that.
Yeah. No. Well, I had to know somewhat. I had to get an idea what was going on there. Now I just got to finish that indicia stuff and then take a picture of it. And you can go to town. You want me to white out this box?
Don't worry about it, man. Just
Okay.
might as well finish the drawing.
Yeah.
All right, on this balloon, I want you to put like bold letters, bold speed, Lambo, bold, you know, like he's yelling. Okay, so it makes that kind of makes my balloon thickness more acceptable. All right, there you go, man. Whatever has to be fixed has to be fixed, I guess. I know better for the next one. Alright, let that dry, and that's ready. I'll give you the dialogue when you're ready to do it. Alright, takes care of that. Got a couple, 3 pages done.
Yeah.
So now we're going to do, I guess I'm going to have to do my light table thing with this. There was another page though, I think. Excuse me a second. Okay, that's got to be done again. Scarlet Mutton needs to be done. That's one thing I could do. Do that and finish the indicia. But anyway, folks, I hope you're enjoying today's show. We're not talking a whole lot. We're trying to get some work done. Appreciate all you that come stop by to say hello. I'm sorry we're not being more interactive at the moment, but really want to get this done, and it's finally getting towards the first 13 pages are finally getting towards completion. I'm finding some revision I need to do and that kind of thing, but overall it's looking much better. So we'll need to do the Scarlet Mutton logo again, and the one that I want to use is this one. This is the one I want to use. Why don't we just take a picture of that? We can't because his head's on it. I'll redo this and then without anything touching it, and then we can use it. You can make the scarlet words red, you know, or black, and then the mutton words can be white or yellow or orange, or you know, anything we want. Every time I want it to look the same. I don't care if the coloring could change on it, but I'd like to keep that for now until we come up with a slicker version of it. So anyway, we can take about 5 minutes to go have a potty break, and I'll be back to start working on that. And you'll see, folks, eventually you're going to start seeing this all come together, and it'll be more cohesive to you. Right now I'm just doing it in piecework type of a thing, you know, so I don't want to reveal everything about the comic, otherwise nobody will want to read it if I tell you the whole thing. I mean, I've told you guys a lot over the weeks about the story, but there is much more to it, and there is an actual adventure that's going to get underway as soon as we finish this recap, which I'm quite anxious to get to. Alright. His cover needs to be redone. I like the cover, but it needs to be redone, and some things changed on the characters. The Scarlet Mutton logo I'm happy with, and we're going to retain that. I'll be back shortly. Stick with us. This is Mike Jones Draws. Okay, we're back. Are we back?
We're back.
We're back. Sorry about the wait. I had to take care of some business. This was the first attempt to do some colored pencils on this, just to get an idea of a possible color scheme for the uniforms and stuff. And you know, for this is probably going to be the layout for issue number 2, and it needs some changes. What I'm going to do, I think, is work on just getting this logo right so we can use it on all the issues. So I'm going to trace it and clean it up a little bit.
Brian G139, how's it going over there?
Brian!
That's Mr. Gonzalez, isn't it?
Mr. Gonzalez! It's going great, man. I thought you were going to show up.
Says just woke up.
Long day at the office, I'm sure. This is Memorial Day weekend. I'm sure it was busy as heck down there. You're more than welcome to stop by if you feel up to it, man. We're getting ready to conclude our broadcast here shortly for today.
Man, I'm too tired for free dinner?
Well, I never promised you dinner
No, he says.
this time. Maybe.
It's chat, Mike. You gotta read chat.
Oh,
He
yeah.
says too tired. We're supposed to meet mom and brother for dinner, but we're
Oh.
too tired.
Oh.
That's.
I understand completely.
Oh well, at least they're nice enough to bring you back something.
Yeah, no kidding. That is nice of them. I'm wondering if any of my new friends in California that I met last week are you watching today. If they are, please make yourselves known. We'd love to hear from you. I really enjoyed meeting all you guys.
Brian says he'll head over in a little bit.
Okay. That's cool, Brian. We'll see you then, buddy.
Mike Martinez. Says,
Martinez.
Mike, come to the pool.
You're at the pool, huh? I'm almost done with the broadcast, and I'll stop up. I'll stop and see you.
Is there nacho dip at the pool, Mike?
We're gonna be down here in just a few minutes as soon as I finish tracing this and get it ready for a little cleanup. I assume you're all down there just enjoying yourselves. Nice of you to come over. Probably a lot less hectic than trying to hit the beach with all the traffic and the lack of parking spaces. As I recall, you guys were at the pool that one day that I made the Batman video on the Father's Day, remember?
Oh,
And
yeah.
I came down to see you guys. We came down to see you guys after we finished our session. We're almost finished. Okay, there we go. A little bit more of a kind of a. Okay, we're going to clean that up and ink it, and we'll have a final for that. All right. I think we've done about as much damage as we need to do today. We did 4 pages. Let me show the pages again, if you don't mind. Which is really good. 4 pages. We got ready to be page 6, which needs a lot of indicia still, but that's going to be done in post-production. All the lettering. And page 8. And page 9, which also has some indicia here in the newspaper and a lot of lettering. And page 10, which leads up to my big splash page, which is right here, my big splash page, as I'm going to finish. And then that leads to pages 12 and 13, which are already done. And by next week, we'll be able to show you pretty much the whole thing, the whole 13-page prologue recap, origin / whatever, will be ready. We can start the part 2 of the comic, which is the actual adventure. Until then, I really appreciate everybody stopping by to say hello. I'll be down in the pool in a little while, guys. And thank you all very much for your support, as usual. I appreciate you. Me and the Jacoboon were like, thanks a lot. So, see you next week, hopefully, around the same time. See if we can do a little more damage to the Scarlet Mutton, or maybe, we'll be starting something new, too, also, to get away from the mutton for a little while. We're going to do another piece of art for our store, which I hope you'll visit and just check out what we got. And until then, this is Man-Made Monster Mike Jones saying keep your pencil sharp, keep drawing. Thanks for watching. So long, everybody.
So long, Internet.